Hey, welcome back. Today we're talking about something you've done 100 times without ever stopping to ask why. Kissing. Where it came from, and what your body is really doing when you do it might genuinely surprise you. Let's get into it. Think about what a kiss actually is. Two people press the most sensitive parts of their faces together. They exchange breath, saliva, bacteria, sometimes for a few seconds, sometimes for much longer. Described that way, it sounds strange, maybe even a little gross. And yet billions of people do it. We build our most romantic moments around it. We remember our first one for the rest of our lives. So here's the question almost no one asks. Why do humans kiss at all? The answer is far stranger and far older than you would ever guess. Let's start with something that surprises almost everyone. Kissing is not universal. We treat the romantic kiss like it's a basic human instinct, something every person on Earth does. But when anthropologists actually went looking, they found something unexpected. In a study examining cultures around the world, romantic kissing appeared in fewer than half of them. In many societies, kissing the way we think of it was unknown, or even seen as unpleasant. If kissing were a hardwired human instinct, it would show up everywhere. It doesn't. So, if it isn't universal, where did it come from? There are a few theories, and each one reveals something a little uncomfortable about what a kiss really is. The first theory is about food. For most of human history, there were no jars of soft baby food. So when a baby was ready to move beyond milk, mothers in many cultures did something direct. They chewed the food themselves, then passed it mouth to the child. It's called kiss feeding. And it was once common across human societies and is still seen in some today. The idea is that this mouth-to-mouth contact, this pressing of lips as an act of care and nurturing, became wired into us as a gesture of love and closeness. The kiss, in this theory, is a leftover of being fed by someone who kept you alive. The second theory is even more revealing. It's about smell. In many cultures that don't kiss the way we do, people greet each other by pressing noses together and inhaling, sniffing. What looks like a kiss is often underneath an act of smelling. And this matters more than it sounds, because when you bring your face that close to another person, you are flooded with information. Their scent, their breath, chemical signals you are not even consciously aware of. Remember, your body can read another person's immune system through smell. A close-range, face-to-face moment is the perfect way to run that test without anyone realizing a test is happening. The kiss may have started as a socially acceptable way to get close enough to smell whether someone is a good biological match. Which brings us to the third theory, the kiss as a test. When two people kiss, they exchange far more than affection. A single 10-second kiss can transfer around 80 million bacteria between two people. You exchange saliva, and saliva carries a surprising amount of biological data, hormones, health signals, information about the other person's body chemistry. Some scientists believe a kiss is, in part, an unconscious compatibility check, a close-range sampling of another person to answer a very old question. Is this someone my body wants to reproduce with? It doesn't feel like a test, it feels like romance. But underneath the feeling, a very ancient system may be quietly gathering data. And here's why it feels so powerful. Your lips are one of the most sensitive parts of your entire body. They are packed with nerve endings, far more densely than most of your skin. And a huge amount of your brain is devoted to processing what your lips and mouth feel. So when you kiss someone, you are lighting up an enormous region of your brain at once. A kiss also floods your system with chemistry. It releases dopamine, the chemical of reward and craving, oxytocin, the chemical of bonding and attachment, and it lowers cortisol, the chemical of stress. In a single moment, a kiss can make you feel craving, connection, and calm all at the same time. This is not an accident. This is a bonding machine, a mechanism that helps two people feel attached enough to stay together, to raise helpless children through years of dependence. The feeling we call romance is in part a chemical reward for doing something that helped our ancestors survive. So, what is a kiss, really? It might be the memory of being fed as a child. It might be a disguised way of smelling a potential mate. It might be a biological test, run by a body trying to find the strongest possible match for its genes. It is almost certainly a bonding tool tuned over countless generations to pull two people together and keep them there. What it probably is not is the simple, innocent thing we imagine. The next time you kiss someone, remember that small, ordinary moment is carrying instructions written long before language, before cities, before history. You think you are being romantic, but a much older part of you is quietly asking a question that humans have been asking for hundreds of thousands of years. Is this the one worth staying for?